get on it. I've been living.
We got traction off. We have some proper fun. What is up, fellas? We're at Royalty Exotics. Got my boy Mario with me. Houston's not with us right now. He's in the back. He's doing something with his hair, you know. He feels embarrassed to be on film with me. He just says I have a lot better hair than he does, and you know, he just looks really bald next to me. I'm joking. Houston's actually specking his SF90 right now, which brings me to this F8 Tributo. Reason Houston has this car right now is because the dealer, his Ferrari dealer, forced him to buy this car so he could hold on to his SF90 allocation. Houston got this car at sticker, at MSRP. This F8 Tributo is actually trading for about 40,000 over MSRP right now, so 40,000 over sticker. He's trying to sell me this car. As you guys know, I need a Ferrari on the channel. I need another Ferrari in my life, and this would be the perfect date night car. It's a chill car, right? It's not very loud. Here's the problem with this car. Houston spec'd this car out. Let me show you what I mean by that. So, exterior color, red, but I don't know if you can tell, that is the correct Ferrari red. This is a lighter shade, so he ordered the wrong color red. And it only gets worse from here. The interior. Red on red. All right, so he's spec'ing his SF90. I tried to give him some inputs on it. I told him, Houston, be a little different. They have this green. It is very similar to British racing green. I told him, spec it in green, like a white interior, or like a saddle tan interior, which will look so much nicer, so classy, as opposed to red on red. So his SF90, he's specking it just like this, red on red. Guys, please comment below. Let Houston know that he needs to up his taste a little bit. He's Houston, you're not a classy guy, bro. This is red on red. It's so high school. But anyway, let's talk about the interior of this car. This reminds me of the 488, which is next to us. But the biggest problem with this car, it has the same chassis as the 458 and the 488. So it's realistically like a generation behind compared to like a 720S, because the 720S, as you guys know, has a monocoque carbon fiber chassis. This car is supposed to be as fast as a 720S, but it's a Ferrari, which means you don't have the reliability issues of a McLaren. So on that note, it's a plus for Ferrari, but the chassis is a negative for Ferrari. So let's go see how this car performs. Turn it on for the first time. We gotta make sure it's on race mode, the correct mode. It's a cold start. It's completely quiet. Terrible. I think the 488 from behind looks a lot nicer. All right, so personally, I'm not a fan of the dual tail lights. I prefer the single bigger tail lights of the 488. However, the front end of this car is much nicer than the 488. Look at this. As opposed to this, which now looks a little outdated. All right, let's take this puppy for a ride. Fast as fuck. I didn't even step on it. I think I only took it up to like 5,000–6,000 RPMs, and then it was spinning the rear tires. Amazing. That's great. I like that. Tires are cold. Let's go pick up Mario. Let's see. I have it in race mode. We'll leave traction control off until we warm up the tires. So I noticed first gear, not very high boost. Boost kicked in like fully in third gear. It's spinning the tires until 80 miles an hour. That's awesome. Okay, so it's fast. It feels great. Instant, right? There's like no lag from the turbos, which is very good from Ferrari. It doesn't sound the best, but you know, an exhaust can hopefully fix that. Honestly, it's not a bad car, bro. It's cool. It's everything you expect from a 2020 Ferrari.
Is it for you though?
Not yet, but let's drive it a bit. So I was just on a rally. went from OC to Havasu. There was a 458 Spider Black with an IP exhaust. It sounded so freaking good. It sounded so good that I actually like looked into it. I went to DuPont Registry. I wanted to pick one up. I realized the car is trading in like the 250,000 range for a 6-year-old Ferrari with like 7,000 miles on it, which kind of lets you know that people appreciate the naturally aspirated Ferrari more than the 488, you know, the twin turbo. The 458 Spider is actually more expensive than the newer 488 Spider. And the only difference between the two cars is naturally aspirated V8 versus twin turbo V8.
Bi-turbo.
Bi-turbo, twin turbo.
Bi-turbo.
I'm sorry, Mario.
You gotta get technical.
Okay.
Bi-turbo means there's a small and a big turbo.
Okay. Wow, it's schooling me. So what's TRIBUTO? 3 turbos?
Oh, no, I'm not sure. I didn't go that far.
In
my knowledge.
Alright, let's go. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Dude. Spinning up to 80, then 120 within the on-ramp. I'm not even on the freeway, and I'm already doing 120. This car's awesome. This car's awesome.
Like pressing my feet really hard.
Okay, so just as I expected, it's as fast as the 720S. A great video would be lining this up with the 720S.
It's actually a great comparison.
But it's a Ferrari, which is better than a McLaren. Sorry, McLaren. If any McLaren higher-ups are watching my video, which no one is, no one cares about my videos. Take this out. So I actually think the 720S is faster.
You think the 720 is faster?
I think the 720S is faster. What's the horsepower on this?
I think this one's like 650.
Oh, really? That's it? Okay, so the 720S is faster. The 720S realistically has like 800 horsepower, even though it's...
Actually, no, this is 700. I'm sorry. I think it's 708.
708?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll look it up. We'll like toss it up on the screen right now. We're like the worst car reviewers. Okay, I just wanted to floor the car. All right, so we just pulled over, just exited the freeway. Mario's setting up a really cool GoPro shot for you guys. Shout out to Mario. I'm gonna give you guys my initial impressions of this car. I want to love it, right? I love Ferrari, I really want to like it, but it's just, the car's so bland. It's, and I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's like, it doesn't speak to my soul, man. It's like, where's the excitement behind this car? It just feels like a video game. That's like, it literally feels like my racing simulator. Like, I'm just clicking buttons and turning steering wheel. Like, the car doesn't speak to me. Like, I don't get any feeling in, like, you know, in my butt. It's too perfect. That's the problem with it. The car is too perfect. It's not raw anymore. It's too subtle. It's not great. It's not good. I'd rather have a 458 than this, but I think I'd rather have a A12 over the 458 just because of the V12, and the A12 is classier than the 458. I'm getting a Ferrari. That's what I'm getting at. I need a Ferrari. I really was hoping this would be it, because this is a killer deal that Houston's giving me. At MSRP, at sticker price, for a brand new, you know, the coolest, newest Ferrari, which would be dope. There's not a lot of content made with this car, so as a content creator, this car would have been perfect for me. But I also have to enjoy the car. I have to like driving the car, and as cool as the content with this car would be, as much as it would grow my channel, having, you know, the new cool Ferrari, it would make me happy. For now, it is a hard pass, but we're exiting here. We're gonna go have some fun, launch control, and do all that other stuff. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Let me get some shots. We're already here.
All right, we got Mario doing some crazy B-roll. I'll get that ass shot.
Okay, don't mess with the Zohan.
I'll leave it alone.
You know what you look like?
Huh.
You look like the guy, don't mess with the Zohan.
You like to insult people?
With this poofy here.
Yeah.
No, not today. Bro, it is fucking quick. It is so quick. Holy shit. That part I like. That part puts a smile on my face. The brakes are great. Oh, that's an awesome car.
Right, let them know.
What? We're doing a launch?
You got a red light.
Alright. Dude, I had slightly lift. That was at 100. Oh my god. Dude.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, that was fun. Third gear, as soon as I shift to third gear, went sideways again.
I wish people could like actually feel
that's
like what
the
we're
problem.
feeling.
Okay,
no
that's
one
the
can
thing.
feel what we
Yes,
feel.
you can't feel it. Because, like I said, it feels like the racing simulator. I didn't feel it at my butt. I just felt the steering wheel going slightly sideways, right? That's how I can tell the car was, you know, the rear end was getting loose. The steering wheel got loose. But with an older car, it would kind of slap you, right? It's hard to. I'm not the best car reviewer, guys. I'm a terrible reviewer. Like, it just doesn't feel raw. Okay, it doesn't give me a visceral experience. It's just it's bland, but it's fast as hell. It will spin the tires, and you know, if that's what you care about, then yeah, it checks that box. We got traction off. We're gonna have some proper fun.
A little warning next time?
Oh yeah. I like it. Try to sum it up for you guys. The best analogy that I came up with while Mario was getting the B-rolls was comparing this to a 458, right? A 458 Spider is that girl you've always known, an 8 out of 10, right? You enjoy life with her, you can have a conversation with her. Sex might not be the best with her, right? She's an 8 out of 10, right? And you get comfortable with it, but it's good enough. And then you come to a place like this, Vegas, right? You go to a pool party, and then you meet that chick. She's a perfect 10 out of 10, right? She just blows your mind away. Physically, right? You take her home to your room, you know, you do your deed, have fun with her, blah, 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 but at the end of the night, you want her gone, right? Because she just doesn't excite you enough. There's no conversation that you can have with her. She's just all looks. And that's what this car is. It's all looks compared to its older generation, the 458, which is the one I like. Let's just skip the 488, because that was just an abomination all by itself. It's got the looks, it's got the speed. This car, I guarantee you, 99% of its owners will be scared to have the traction control fully off. I put it off just because, you know, we send it, we don't give a shit. But a 458, it's, you know, it's a car you can have traction control off all the time, push it to its limits, and it's still within your boundary, right? The car speaks more to you. And the thing I like about the 458, it's the perfect weekend car, right? The older generation of cars. It's a car you want to take out on the weekend, through the canyons. Hear the engine pitch just bounce off the walls. This car, it's not going to do that. I feel like, you know, it's like every rapper would want this car, right? Every car enthusiast would want the 458. I'll just leave it at that. Probably doesn't make any sense. Hopefully it does. If you're a car guy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not a car guy, you just like the flashy thing, go buy this car. It's the perfect car for you. On that note, we're going to end it off with the burnout, and we'll see you guys next time.
Ciao. And go driving like it's on it. I've been living life and I'm just going through the motions. Stumbling out the Uber, grabbed my hand, gave me the notion. Swimming in your water, but it feels just like the ocean. I can't lie, I've really been addicted to you.